Stay tuned. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wanneroo people, and pay respects to elders past and present. Their traditions of storytelling and knowledge sharing continue to inspire and enrich our school community. We're absolutely privileged to be joined today by the founding director and general manager of the startup charity NourishEd Australia and proud HVGS alumni, Jeremy Eastham. Welcome to the Grammar Grapevine.
Thanks so much, Chelsea.
So let's rewind to your school days really quickly. What kind of student were you?
I was very obnoxious, but, you know, when you're a kid, you're not very self-aware, so you don't really know that you're obnoxious.
Yeah.
You think that your actions are kind of justified, but, yeah, looking back, I was definitely obnoxious. But that all stemmed from, you know, kind of being one of the top people in the year in terms of grades and stuff. So I was kind of like, oh, I'm the top guy in the class, like, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a bit of an ego that went with that.
And in terms of teachers, I'm sure there might be a few here that you still know. Was there any that really made an impact and not just your favourite who you liked and got on with the best? Someone that really shifted how you think and learn?
So Steve Gidney.
He's still here.
Steve Gidney was my homeroom. What do you call it now?
Mentor?
Yeah. So yeah, we did the cryptic crossword together most mornings. Just absolute legend. I never actually had him for music though.
Yes, we heard you're a bit of a music.
Yeah.
Piano?
Piano and violin.
Violin.
Yeah, are my main two.
Double whammy. Do you do more than just the two?
Oh, I taught myself guitar and a few other instruments, but...
Do you play the saxophone?
I cannot do woodwind instruments at all, or brass.
Harmonica?
I just can't do the thing with my lips that I have to do. Yeah,
I really want to learn the saxophone. I think it's something really cool to just whip out at a party and just start playing the saxophone.
Yeah, I wish I learned how to do it, but yeah. I was so busy doing all the string and, you know, the keyboard and
the difficult
instruments and stuff.
More difficult, I reckon. Violin seems really challenging.
Yeah,
I feel like my neck would get sore. Looking back now, what role do you think HVGS played in shaping your path into engineering and into running a charity?
I think my year was also the first year to get engineering studies as a subject.
Really? Yeah,
just the sort of things we did there, I just really understood what was going on when it came to engineering. Like, everything just made sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this feels right. So, you know, this is kind of what I want to head into when I leave school. Yeah, went straight into a computer engineering degree at Newcastle Uni afterwards. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And do you still do engineering now, or are you just focusing on your charity?
Yeah, so I'm a full-time software engineer at the moment.
Oh.
Bit of a career change from what I initially started doing, but I went straight into uni. I did a double degree in computer engineering and mathematics. So to give the timeline, I graduated in 2018. I got married in February of 2020.
Oh, right before the lockdown.
COVID hit March 2020. So, yeah, got married, went on my honeymoon, came back into lockdown.
At least you got one last little trip in.
But because of COVID, we got to work remotely. So I had a job as a systems engineer. So I did that for almost 5 years. Then I went looking for a change of job at the worst time possible in my industry and was unemployed for nearly a year. And I had a friend who was in a very similar situation. He had worked in charity in the past and was considering starting his own charity. It was something that he'd always wanted to do. And we were just talking about it, like what we wanted to do with our lives, our careers and stuff like that. And he just said, yeah, I've always wanted to start a charity, but, you know, it'll be something that comes in with time and with experience and, like, you know, a few years down the track. And I just looked at him and I was like, why don't we do it now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You've
free.
got the time.
Yeah, I'm free. You're free. Like, let's do it. Like, why wait for a few years when we can do it now?
Yeah.
You know, it's better to do something now and not do it well than to wait to be able to do it perfectly. Because at least then you get something done, right?
Yeah. Sooner rather than later.
Yeah. So, yeah, December 2023 was when we submitted our application for the charity. Then we waited 3 months to get a response, and then we waited another 3 months till we had it's called DGR. It's when you can receive donations that are tax deductible as a charity. So that took 6 months to get paperwork sorted before we could even do anything. Yeah, I've got a full-time job now, running the charity as well.
Everything always works out in the end. Just got to have some patience.
Yeah, that's it.
And in terms of the charity NourishEd, what problem is it solving and why is this mission important to you personally?
So what we're doing is trying to provide food support to people in Toronto and Lake Macquarie. The reason we chose Toronto was that we did some research and we discovered that Toronto especially is the worst hit in the Lake Macquarie region. So we know that there is a need in Lake Macquarie, and the statistics show that Lake Macquarie is not in good shape in terms of what it's doing to tackle that issue and how many people there are in the area that are homeless or experiencing, food insecurity, as they call it.
And if everything goes to plan, what is your vision for NourishEd in 5 or 10 years?
In 5 years, I hope we have multiple locations across the Hunter, wherever there is need, I guess.
Yeah. And more specifically, what services do you guys offer?
So currently it's all food support. We're working on education, one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's still early days. So at the moment we've got a couple of low-cost hampers, and we also have some free pantry items as well. So our policy is that if someone donates from the community, then we give it out for free as well. We're not going to try and profit off of other people's generosity.
And how can people support NourishEd?
So there are a couple of ways. Obviously, as a charity, we have bills to pay. So the number one thing we always ask for is donations. So on our website, nourished.org.au, you can donate there. We also do accept donations of food and other items. I think there's a list on the website as well that says what kind of pantry items we accept, but anything that's in date pretty much is fair game.
Good. Rapid fire questions. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Movie or book?
Movie.
Stay in or go out?
Stay in.
Dream holiday destination?
New Zealand.
Favourite day of the week?
Friday.
Live in space or under the sea?
Under the sea.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favourite ice cream flavour?
Cookies and cream.
Beach or pool?
Pool.
Board or card games?
Board.
To wrap it up, if someone remembers one thing about you 20 years from now, what do you hope it is that they remember?
I hope they remember that I did everything I could to help people.
That's really sweet. And how do you define success now, and has that changed since you were a teenager?
Yes, it has definitely changed. I feel like everyone has the same definition of success as a teenager. Everyone thinks, you get a high-paying job and you get the house and you get a partner and you have kids, you get the nice car. Success is building a life where you are safe and happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all it is. It doesn't matter how nice your car is or how big your house is. Are you safe? Are you happy with what you've built and what you've done with your life?
Yeah. Especially because you do work in a charity, you probably see the other end of success, so you probably have a better experience than most of us in understanding how much helping other people can really change their lives.
That's part of why I started the charity in the first place, was that mental shift in what success is and what purpose is as well.
Yeah.
Because part of growing up is realising we kind of don't have a purpose unless we give ourselves one.
And would you say you've given yourself that this charity is your purpose?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to hear about NourishEd, and if you want, pitch your socials so everyone goes and follows you.
Thanks for having me, Chelsea. So you can find us on Facebook at NourishEd Australia, on Instagram we're NourishEd_Oz, and TikTok, same. Check us out.
And give them a follow.
Yeah, definitely.
And make a donation.
Yes, please.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Grammar Grapevine. Make sure you're following us on your favourite podcast app and stay subscribed. There's so much more coming this semester. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Stay tuned.